This one dietary change can reverse hypertension. Let me tell you what it is. It's increasing the amount of foods that have potassium and magnesium in it. If you were to Google foods that have potassium and then Google foods that have magnesium in it, same exact food. There are a number of benefits of taking these types of foods. And here's what it is. You like those transitions? I think they're kind of fun to do in the editing process. It takes me like an hour and a half to do that, but let's just get back to the video. Magnesium has many benefits to our body. There's literally hundreds of reactions that occur in our body that need magnesium. Unfortunately, when you go out into the fields where food is grown, sometimes the soil doesn't have a lot of these nutrients that they used to have. The soil isn't as good, the food isn't as good. Maybe we don't eat these foods. This is why sometimes we need to take supplements. But magnesium has some amazing benefits if you either supplement them or eat foods that are high in magnesium. Number one, taking magnesium supplements, at least for me, has helped me sleep a lot better. When you get that great night's sleep, a rapid eye movement type of sleep, that REM sleep that people hear about, it's amazing how much your health changes. Your blood pressure goes down because you're now recovering. Imagine a person who never sleeps, or maybe sleeps 2 hours a night at most. They're going to become exhausted, their body's hormonal chemistry is going to be just totally off, and they're never going to be healthy. I'll put a link down below in the description of what I like to use, but essentially, if you eat more fruits and vegetables and meat and fish, you're going to be getting a tremendous amount more magnesium than you would normally, eating a Big Mac. Potassium is another story. Even though it's in the same foods that have magnesium, potassium works in a different way to lower blood pressure. It works directly on the kidneys. What's interesting about the potassium is potassium has some of the same benefits as some blood pressure medications. So people are taking blood pressure medications in an effort to lower their blood pressure 5, 6, 7 points. That would be considered successful for some blood pressure medications. Taking potassium supplements or eating enough foods that have the right amount of potassium has been shown to lower blood pressure just as much as blood pressure medications, which is kind of fascinating. But your kidneys produce hormones called renin, and renin will produce eventually angiotensin. And angiotensin does two things. It causes blood vessels to constrict, and it causes the adrenal gland to produce aldosterone, which helps retain sodium and water. So in other words, when you have a diet that's low in potassium, the blood vessels are constricting, and your body is trying to retain fluid and retain sodium. These are all bad things when it comes to blood pressure. So by eating the right amount of foods that have potassium, and I'll tell you how much that is in just a second, you're essentially cutting off the body's natural way to raise blood pressure, which means it goes to normal. How much potassium do you need? Well, that's a good question. The experts feel as though 4,700 would be a great number to achieve. Unfortunately, less than 2% of Americans are getting even close to that. They measure that less than 2% are getting less than 4,000. So if the experts are recommending 4,700, who's getting that? Chances are very few people. And again, supplementation is a good idea for a lot of people because we're just not eating enough of the right foods. There's so many people on diets where they're restricting entire food groups. They're restricting the time of day that they're eating. So how the hell are you going to get 4,700 milligrams of potassium in your diet if you only eat once a day? You're not. So this is the reason why we probably should be supplementing. I'll put my favorite supplements down in the description so you can see what I'm taking. But ultimately, a simple dietary change can radically change your blood pressure. Getting enough magnesium, getting enough potassium in our diets through our food sources can be just amazing. If you want to know what foods you can eat that would increase the potassium levels, I'll put a link right here. You just click this box. I'm going to give you a clue though. It's fruits, vegetables, meat, and fish. Very simple, but If you want to know the details and more specifics, watch this video right here. You should drink water. It's healthy.
I'm dry fasting.
Well, then eat meat.
Causes cancer.
You can eat eggs.
Cholesterol.
Vegetables.
Lectins. OMG.
Fruit.
Sugar.
Food.
I'm fasting.
Magnesium.
Okay, you got me. We can all agree magnesium is great for you.
Don't you get sick of the confusion when it comes to diet? Well, I sure do. And magnesium is one of those things that almost everybody can agree upon, except for one thing. Which magnesium do you take? There's magnesium chelate, which is for muscles. Magnesium citrate is for the arteries. Magnesium bisglycinate for stomach acid. Magnesium malate, which is the most bioavailable magnesium, is great for migraines and chronic pain, and it's found in fruits. Magnesium sucrosomial is for energy, immunity, and bone health. And then you have magnesium taurate and orotate, which are both very good for the heart. So which one do you pick? I like this company. This is Bioptimizers, and they make a product called Magnesium Breakthrough. This stuff is awesome. It has all 7 different types of magnesium in it, so it covers all the bases, very absorbable, easy on your stomach, and a 365-day money-back guarantee. There'll be a link down below with a discount code if you want to give it a try. The stuff's awesome. No controversy.
Seed oils.